Hello, viewers, here is a review of the movie The Lobola Man, at the end of which you would be able to add it to your watch list or watched list. My general impression of the movie is that it is hilarious and highlights key characteristics of what the perception of most men are towards the Lobola bride price. I don't think men are happy paying it. It also touched slightly on how the universe can shake up your plan in a bid to show you which plan really benefits you, and then it is up to you to ignore, snooze, or accept. It is, however, very important to consider that perceptions and opinions can vary depending on your perspective and experience with the movie, all of which we'd be happy to hear in the comments. What you should love most about this movie is the cast. They didn't look like they were acting, and they didn't even look like they needed a lot of makeup to look the roles they were playing. It felt like I was God for an hour plus, just looking at people's lives and deciding who I'm going to root for. You should also love the language if you are one for movies being watched in their original languages. Netflix did that and you'd appreciate it. The movie had a very progressive pace that was 101% relatable. You see this player boy winning at being a playboy and then losing at love because now he's fallen in love with a woman who is unavailable. That's the humbling effect of love right there in cinema. And then you get to learn more about the boy himself, to see him as a person and not a compendium of his actions, at which point you see who Ace really is and not whom he's become because of the path he chose based on the few information he got from his upbringing. His father, by his actions, taught him that women aren't worthy of time, love, respect, etc. He took those half-baked information and became a successful businessman, helping other men who devalue the rights placed on a woman to have more of that. I couldn't stop myself from laughing when he said, "Zandy deserves much more than 20,000. If you are African and you watch this movie, you should review why do you take bride prices. Why do you refuse to pay the full price? And then there's Zandy with the wounded masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energies in us, irrespective of whether we are male or female. A wounded masculine energy is aggressive, not assertive. Its aggression outshines the assertive qualities of a healed feminine energy, so it's only natural that she'd attract a man like Ace and Duke. And before you come at me with "what's all this," go and watch the movie and see where she poured champagne or water or something on Ace. She didn't have to do that, it just happened. That's the aggression. Duke, on the other hand, has a wounded feminine energy. He can't speak up for himself because he's afraid he'd hurt somebody. Wait until he actually does, and that's when he wakes up and smells the coffee. I can be much more. Then there's Ace, the classic wounded masculine. Classic because it is the most obvious form of what a wounded masculine energy looks like, a man who wants to manipulate the outcome. The sweetest part of the movie was the ending. It wasn't just about the guy getting the girl, it was also about the guy getting the girl involved in the business, because if he were to go back to this business, his approach will definitely be different. You would love watching this movie if you are into comedy and romance. You will not like this movie if you are into fantasy and action. Thank you.